I love your book, Eddie. What is that?
Well, for Mother's Day, I thought I would make a treat that my mother always made for us.
On Mother's Day? She made on Mother's Day?
Well, no, not on Mother's Day. This was just something that I would say, like after school, when we would come home from school, there would always be something on the counter.
Like my mama would have warm banana pudding.
Yeah.
And your mama would have these. And what are they called?
Well, they're just
good
graham cracker.
They call them
graham cracker treats, I guess. But anyways,
tell them about the book.
All the way back when they made wallpaper like this, when the Earth was still cooling.
When the Earth was still flat.
I mean, this wallpaper book, you would have to say probably came from maybe the 19...
Now, was that your mama's?
No, I made it when I was in the...
You covered it with wallpaper?
In third grade, we made a... Actually, this was done in fourth grade.
So you would have been how old? 10?
I would have been 10. Or 9 probably when I... But... anyways, for Mother's Day, our teacher said, we're going to make a cookbook and bring in your favorite recipe.
For Mother's Day.
And I remember cutting out the wallpaper and messing up and having to redo it. And I ended up with
You're a perfectionist.
this ugly wallpaper.
All right. No, it's beautiful. The pages have even yellowed.
So, anyways, when they used to make copies way back when, it was, what did they call it, a mimeograph machine?
Yeah.
And actually, I think it was a sheet, and you actually did the carbon copies.
Yeah. You remember carbon paper?
Yeah, we actually had the carbon paper, and we had to write on it, and then the teacher would crank it through the machine.
You old, Eddie. You old. When I went to school, we didn't have a machine.
Hey, I can honestly say, graduating high school, we had to take a course in order to graduate last minute, take a course in computers because it was going to be the new thing. And I kept thinking it's never going to work. Never going
to fly. You should have invested in stock.
Yes. Well, would have, could have.
You'd have been somewhere else, and you wouldn't have been here with me, so I'd have cried.
Anyways, this was a treat that my mother made for us.
I've just got to look at this now because this was your mother's gift. Did you write in it to your mama?
I did. Well, the page that it was on had... So, anyways, we are doing graham crackers as a little treat, and what you'll need is a half a pound of butter.
Okay, so that would be two
sticks melted with a half a cup of sugar, and you're just going to stir it around a little bit, get it all mixed up with the butter.
This kind of reminds me of that white trash. What is it called that we make, Teresa?
With the
Don makes it at Christmas.
Saltines.
Yeah, with saltines. Y'all, the first page in Eddie's book.
Now
Can you shove those
let me see.
glasses over to me, Teresa, please?
Absolutely. Maybe.
Just a little shove.
Excuse me. Do you want to shoot it this way?
Yeah.
Yum.
So it's all just butter and sugar, all nicely melted. That was, the teacher included that. And
It's so beautiful.
If you read through it, it's everything a child, I wish every child could have everything that's listed.
I'm going to read this to y'all.
All right, you read and
I've read this somewhere before.
And
a long time ago.
I just looked up the author, and I'll hopefully have the name by the time you're done. But it was actually, I think, done. This was written in the 1950s.
It sounds like it would be. And it's children learn what they live. If a child lives with criticism, he learns to condemn. If a child lives with hostility, he learns to fight. If a child lives with ridicule, he learns to be shy. If a child lives with shame, he learns to feel guilty. If a child lives with tolerance, he learns to be patient. If a child lives with encouragement, he learns confidence. If a child lives with praise, he learns to appreciate. If a child lives with fairness, he learns justice. If a child lives with security, he learns to have faith. If a child lives with approval, he learns to like himself. If a child lives with acceptance and friendship, he learns to find love in the world. That's getting a little faded.
Yeah, the whole thing is a little
Look
faded.
at that.
But isn't that just wonderful to?
I need to read this every day,
Yeah.
Concerning my children and the grandchildren.
And this was a Mother's Day gift?
This was a Mother's Day gift. Yes, and
I love you, Mom. Love Slugger. Is that what they called you?
no, that's not my recipe. My recipe is right there.
So this is
all the
a
kids in
recipe
the class.
from all the
all
kids.
the kids in class did their own recipes.
Stuffed peppers, onion, oven fried chicken. I know you treasure these.
Well, I found
Hamburger
it.
pie, yum.
My mother gave me my baby book not that long ago, and that was inside there.
Swank porterhouse steak. They must have been rich. Greek cookies, peanut butter fudge. Oh, I love this. So each child, it was done in their handwriting.
Yes, we each had to write a recipe.
Pita, rhubarb cobbler.
I went to school with a lot of Greek children. All right, the recipe
Graham
actually called
crackers.
for about
Is
25.
that yours, Ed?
That one's,
Yeah, I see it.
called for 25
How long did it
cookies.
take you to learn how to spell your last name?
Oh, I learned real quick. I learned my ABCs real quick.
Chocolate marble squares.
I'm gonna take these.
The Mom from Mike. Oatmeal cookies. There's two oatmeal.
Yes,
Two oatmeal cookie
I was
recipes
just
of
reading that, and the recipes are very different. So,
Yeah, one calls for shortening, one calls for butter.
so I'm gonna use
What is this?
a little
Is that
bit.
a Greek word?
Phoenicia? Yeah, I think it's like the spun phyllo.
Butter, orange juice, sugar.
I am going to use some crushed toffee on some. And some mini chocolate morsels. My mother used peanuts.
Oh, she did.
So we're going to use some crushed peanuts. And usually when you're going through school, you usually have a favorite teacher, and you remember a favorite teacher. Well, my favorite teacher was always the third grade, Mrs. Shea. And everything that we did in her class just stuck with me. And this cookbook was actually done in the fourth grade, but all my teachers I kind of judged by Mrs. Shea. So it was wonderful when I went into fourth grade. I had Mrs. Gendron, and she was so similar to her, which was great.
I've just got to show y'all this. Happy Mother's Day for a sweet mother on Mother's Day. Thank you for being so nice through the years. Love, Eddie. May the 8th, 1981, Friday.
1981. Okay, there you go.
And this is going to be showing Mother's Day week, so this is perfect.
And you did a fabulous job with the wallpaper. I mean, and I would expect nothing less.
And we actually did that. I remember putting it in the press and everything. And I honestly remember messing up the first one and had to do it over.
It's perfect. I would have thought that it came that way, Eddie.
Nope. So, okay,
I always knew you were very special.
350 degrees for about 9 minutes, and you'll have a tasty treat.
I can't wait to taste them. Oh, I saw all y'all eating them earlier, but I was busy trying to fix a broken face. Eddie, they look delicious, and it's one of those simple things that the children can make for Mother's Day for their mother.
It is, and I do remember making it with my mother. And it really is. If you like graham cracker pie crust,
sugar, yeah.
If you like sugar, but I mean they're good warm and they're good cold.
May I see your
Yes.
platter?
This is exactly.
So you did just a variety of things. What is that? Just peanuts,
toffee,
and
chocolate morsels. And
okay, is that semi-sweet or milk?
Yes, semi-sweet.
And you put pecans on these.
Mm-hmm.
And do you say this is just toffee?
Just toffee.
They look so good. And I love the simplicity of it. So which one should I taste? You don't have any with nuts and chocolate, do you?
No, I didn't. I didn't mix them up.
Well, seeing how I love nuts. Oh my gosh, they're crispy, aren't they?
Yeah, they firm up pretty quick.
Now, how can something that simple taste that good?
Very simple.
Children, if you're old enough to be in the kitchen and turn on an oven, make this for your mama. You'll get lots of praises.
So, I mean, my mom, thank you for the recipe, and thank you for always making them for me. And I wish you were here to have mine.
Thank you, Carol, for raising such a wonderful young man. Hey, y'all, it's Paula Deen. Now, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like it and click the subscribe button as well as the notification bell to be alerted when I post a video. Love and best dishes, y'all.